everyone, thanks for listening today. My name is Fleta and I'm the CEO of Little Green Pharma, Australia's trailblazer and first producer of cannabis medicines. Little Green Pharma is creating a world of difference through transforming the lives of patients globally, and our purpose is to solve real patient problems. We operate a vertically integrated medicinal cannabis business model. This means we not only grow our own cannabis plants, but we also manufacture them into final medicines for our patients. We have two large strategically located cannabis facilities, one right here in Australia and one in Europe in Denmark. We are evidence and research based, making LGP the most trusted brand in Australia. Currently, we are undertaking a number of research projects, with one pain study recently published in a peer-reviewed journal showing that we're on the right track with our cannabis medicine portfolio. We are also sponsoring the Quest initiative. This is perhaps the world's largest longitudinal study using medicinal cannabis for many chronic illnesses, with very impressive results so far. Being across the supply chain is really advantageous, as we can see where the opportunities lie and, of course, where value can be created. LGP has a very clear strategy to achieve our vision. First of all, patient acquisition in Australia. We estimate we have about 20% market share right here in Australia. This gives us immediate cash flow and is solid demonstration of market validity for new and emerging markets overseas. The second is commercial sales volumes in overseas markets. This is where we aim to make the profits. We have a laser focus on Europe, and we're one of the best strategically positioned companies in the world, set to dominate the European medicinal cannabis market. I'll go into more detail in a moment, but LGP is already selling or has a strong foothold in 9 European countries. The third, which is our end game, is unique drug delivery technologies. And this is what will solve real patient problems in the future. Here, we have a number of ongoing R&D projects examining protectable drug delivery methods, but these take time. Since producing Australia's first cannabis medicines for patients in 2018, LGP has enjoyed year-on-year growth. In financial year 2021, revenue grew to $7 million. Fast forward 1 year to FY22, revenue doubled to nearly $15 million. Most of this revenue has been from Australia, but you'll start to see this shift to European sales being more dominant. So Australia is proof of concept, and now we're ready to take on Europe. So how will we make more money? Well, something big is happening in Europe. LGP is right there, and we're already delivering into it. We are extremely strategically positioned. In fact, our supply pathways in Europe can potentially access 380 million people. That's about 75% of EU and UK citizens, excluding Russia. I just want to hone in on 3 exciting new markets there. The first one is Germany, 83 million people. Currently, the medicinal cannabis market is worth approximately 270 million euro. LGP has sales agreements of more than 37 million over the next 3 years with some of the biggest distributors in Germany. And we're on track to target 10 to 15% of the German market. As for Blue Sky, the German adult use market is anticipated to be legalized in 2024, with an estimated 350 tonnes of cannabis flower needed in the first year alone. And this could be worth more than 3.5 billion euro. Not only is LGP situated just 2 hours across the German border, LGP Denmark has a capacity of 30 tonnes of biomass. Let's look at France, 67 million people. Currently, LGP is leading the way in a government-led medicinal cannabis trial, scheduled to finish next year. Although LGP is one of only 4 primary suppliers, we're actually the largest provider and will have sent more than 65,000 units to France. Medicinal cannabis legislation is expected to catalyse soon after the trial has finished. So what does this mean for Little Green Pharma? LGP is in prime position to capitalise on its brand equity and first mover advantage. And most importantly, the government is expected to subsidise existing patients on the trial. And this could be worth up to €10 million for LGP. And all of this is in a country with extremely high barriers to entry, much stricter than Australia and even Germany. The third is Italy, 60 million people. Currently, Italian government tenders are the sole pathway into Italy for flower, with only 2 companies successful to date, LGP included. In February this year, LGP won and supplied the government with flower from its Danish facility, worth about $300,000. Although the dollar value was not that material, LGP has just submitted for a new tender worth $3 to $4 million. What this means for Little Green Pharma is LGP is set to capitalise on its brand equity and first mover advantage in the country. And like France, Italy has a very high barrier to entry, with only EU-produced medicines accepted at this time. So that is how we're going to make money. We have all our ducks in a row and we're ready to deliver large volumes across Europe. We have the capacity and distribution pathways to execute, and it's already happening. We've got first mover advantage. We've got EU GMP recognised facility, and this is a must for selling into Europe. We have the capacity, the people, and the runs on the board. Finally, we're different from our peers. We're the most trusted medicinal cannabis brand in Australia, and it's now being extended to Europe. We're evidence-based, doctors love us, and our research shows we're on the right track. And finally, we have undeniable international positioning. We have feet on the ground and we're already distributing into our sales agreements abroad. That's it. Thank you so much for your time today. These are my details on the screen. Please connect with me. I'd love to hear from you.